Hello, and welcome back to Arky's Revenge. Green Coffin of Death. I'm expecting... well, it could be a number of things, actually. Green, so level... room clear gates, or sister gates. Which happen to be an element that I've become rather fond of recently, actually. I built an entire contest entry around the room clear sister gate. So it could be that, could be goblins, could be an adder, could be ormites. There's a lot of green things in the game. Could be gel. Have I listed them all? I think so. Can't think of anything else offhand. It could be obstacles, I suppose. Trees. But, let's see. Okay, it is in fact just a level clear gate. Oh, looks like a relatively simple and constrained room. Okay. I think I can already guess how this is going to go. Okay, it looks like they are, in fact, in the order that... in reverse order again. I just have to double check whenever this happens. The snakes will never touch the floor spikes by themselves. 2 mimics might assist the delver, but there are 3 snakes. In addition, the mimics are helpless without a proper weapon. Once a mimic goes into a snake box, it is impossible to reach another box. The yellow doors are useless to trap the snakes, and they can only be closed after leaving the snake box. If the delver continues, he'll be confined in a green coffin, lacking even a means to kill himself to end his suffering. Faced with such tremendous traps, each delver will surely bow his head in silent resignation. Okay, and there's also another scroll here, which will be fun to read, I guess, once we're done. So what's going on here? First of all, these floor spikes are largely meaningless because the serpent is just straight up immune. Okay. Let's look at parity here. We're on turn 4. Well, let's step off of the scroll. We're on vertical currently. Right, so we can see here the rattlesnake is on the wrong parity because its head will go onto the floor spikes, but not its tail, because the way that serpents work, if you can't delay them, then every turn they alternate, you can see it better with this, they alternate from dark squares to light squares. So in this case that means that we can basically move 1 space diagonally or 2 spaces orthogonally every 2 turns. So we will never be able to get the rattlesnake onto this spike trap. The serpent, I mean, technically we will not get the serpent on there either, that's fine. The adder, same issue, well, yeah, opposite issue. The head's vulnerable, but it's set up so that the tail is the one that is on parity with the floor spikes. Okay, so if we just sit around and wait, nothing is going to resolve itself. We have to use the mimics to solve anything. Okay. Well, you can put mimics on a hot tile, I know that. So how do we kill each of these? Well, just ignoring the spikes entirely, if we can get any of the snakes to stop moving, they will die because of the hot tiles. Serpent will die just because it's not moving. The rattlesnake will die because its tail will be singed. Adder will die because its head will be singed. Alternatively, so one thing I'm curious about here is what happens if we feed a mimic to the adder? It doesn't change its parity, it just gets a longer tail, right? Because it's gonna move. Oh. Well. Yeah. Yeah, its head still keeps moving, so feeding the adder does not immediately resolve that situation. It's not so simple as that. So how would we kill the adder with a mimic? Since we can't block its movement, the only thing I can think of offhand is we could use both mimics together to have one mimic's staff inside the other mimic. This will make it invulnerable so that the adder can't eat it. That would be using two mimics to deal with the adder. Okay, let's think about the rattlesnake. Rattlesnake is relatively easy. I can... part of the problem here... Oh, you're on horizontal. So the horizontal... There we go. Managed to scorch the rattlesnake. That's relatively easy. Stepping here will block this. Okay. Stepping here will close this, which allows this to become trappable. If you were size 3, you're never actually going to get stuck, right? As a size 3 adder in a square space, you're never going to be stuck. Even with this down, you're always going to have somewhere you can move. So the only way to deal with you is... Well, okay, we have a problem now. We can't get you out because of this. This is tricky. Well, okay, so we kill the rattlesnake at the bottom. So we know we can kill the rattlesnake. That's not an issue. This decoy cannot be used. So we don't have to worry. Well, okay, we do have to worry about stepping down because we can do that still. And we are never getting back up. Okay. You're on vertical. We can safely do this, right? No. Right. Serpent type enemies move through weapons. Okay. That's an important thing. I think they're the only enemies in the game that do that. Well, okay, puffs do. Sometimes, depending on the weapon. I think they don't move into push weapons, but they move into stab weapons. Something weird like that. Like, you can't block them with your sword, but you can block them with a pickaxe. And I don't know if I've ever tried with a staff. I don't know that offhand. Okay, well, so much for that plan. So we really don't have any idea what to do with this adder then. Because you're still on odd. Let's read these scrolls again. The snakes will never touch the floor spikes by themselves. 2 mimics might assist the delver, but there are 3 snakes. In addition, the mimics are helpless without a proper weapon. Once a mimic goes into a snake box, it is impossible to reach another box. Okay, that seems to be true. From what I've seen, the yellow doors are useless to trap the snakes, and they can only be closed after leaving the snake box. Okay. If the Delver continues, he will be confined in a green coffin, lacking even a means to kill himself to end his suffering. Faced with such tremendous traps, each Delver would surely bow his head in silent resignation. Okay, well this is tricky. There's no secret wall stuff, is there? I mean, it wouldn't really matter if there was, because I have a staff. Okay, looking for secret walls is a sign that you are not doing well with solving the room. That's generally not a good way to be. Okay. I mean, I can get a sword, but in here. But all that does is lets me end my misery. Yeah, you can't stun the serpent, can't stun the adder. Alright, so what are my options here? Is the adder just going to do that forever? Just kind of looking at their behaviors. Like the rattlesnake I can move around. The adder I think actually just kind of does that. Was that its default? Kind of. The thing is, there's no way to... I don't see any way to kill this adder at all. Serpent is relatively easy. Though again, that might not have been where I wanted it. Now, just looking at this, I'm guessing this is a hint scroll. But from what I can tell, it is actually impossible to kill this adder. These two can be killed. Is there any way to use this door Okay, so to kill the adder, then Nothing opens the force arrows. If we make the adder size 4, then it should... But again, it's stuck in a stable loop. I don't think there's any way I can disrupt that. And if I've hit this, I can't get back in there. But at size 4, it could potentially do something like that where it gets itself stuck. Then it will change its parity by 1. Then, if it's changed its parity by 1, it can die on this. Yeah, and the way it's set up, timing-wise, if it couldn't... If it couldn't do anything... Like, if it couldn't move here, it would... Well, yeah, so if its tail was here... Okay... There's no way for me to get there fast enough to actually affect this in any way. So this adder... Unless there's like a weird... Oh, no, I see it. Okay. I see it. But... this is going to be a huge pain. With 2 mimics with staves, they can block each other so that if they're crossed, like facing like that, the mimics up here facing downwards, then when I move up, I'll move up, but when I move down, they won't be able to move. So I can use that to get both mimics from this position or this position to move up. Now, this is just barely long enough. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That if I'm like over here and I have a mimic here, I can get it all the way over here. So I need the mimics to be traveling together this whole time. Okay, I need the mimics to be traveling together the whole time. This mimic has an issue because getting the mimics through one of these chambers is also going to be really hard. I don't know where I can put this one safely. I mean, I guess I don't have to. So let's... I'm watching the serpent. Vertical, you do go... You're doing stuff. Horizontal. Horizontal up. 5. Cool. Yeah, okay, you seem to be stuck in a specific loop. You're never gonna do what I want, which is coming down here. Alright, so I can kill you up at the top, but that doesn't let me get out. No, let's not do that yet. I'm trying not to hit that. Man, that potion is really in the way. Vertical... Is that what I need to do? No, because now you're doing whatever. Okay, there we go. Got ya. Except that I neglected to do the other important part of that whole process, which was can you get back here, Serpent? There we go. We've slid along the serpent's body, so now oh, come on, just do the thing. Okay, so we managed to slide along the serpent again. This will let the mimic get out. So now we have to somehow... without sliding... This is incredibly frustrating. I could be... You're on horizontals, this isn't gonna work. Iron vertical. There we go. Okay. So we dealt with one. I'm not even sure if that was the right way to do it. We've killed the serpent. We've got you here. Part of the problem... Well, I can fix that. Because now... Yeah, now you can get all the way over there. That's fine. In fact, I can get even more distance for you if I want to, but it doesn't matter. Really, so I need to get the second one here now with the rattlesnake. This should be relatively easy. Except that we did the same issue where we need you to actually be... There we go. That'll get you through. Okay, there we go. So this lets me get them both up here. The problem with this... is I don't have enough... I don't have enough space to do this on a turn where I do that. Okay, I can get a little bit of leverage that way. Okay. Okay, and this is what I did wrong, was I didn't want to kill the rattlesnake yet. Because the plan now is to maneuver you from here down to here with the rattlesnake and use you getting through with the adder at the same time down to here, kill the rattlesnake on that pass, and then you both go around again. Man, this room is awful. This is truly an awful room. Because I need to have this activated And then I'm going to have to go around again to get both of the mimics in here. I'm pretty sure I need to do it in that order because I needed both mimics in order to get up here. Which means I need that rattlesnake alive. Okay, well this part wasn't too bad. Wait a turn. Okay, that works too. Oh no, are they in the wrong order? I think they're in the wrong order this time. Didn't I just fix that? Well, that's not good. Okay. Okay, well that's a bit easier. Okay, well, we got the... Oops, let's not do that. Wait, did I... Okay, well that will let me... I've managed to leverage the rattlesnake through. You're about to go... vertical... Okay, goodbye rattlesnake. We've hit the door. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. As long as this adder can get out. Okay, we got some leverage. More leverage. That's leverage that's gonna kill us though. So let's wait. Okay, you're still in horizontal, so if we do that, we can get the leverage that we... Oh. Right. Oh. Does that mean that we can't hit this before... Of course it would mean that. Okay, we can't hit this, so we have to get you through here before we get you through here. Okay. Maybe. Because no, we can wait a cycle and do that, and then you're gonna go, well, you're gonna go vertical though. And then any move that we do gets us killed. Okay, we got you in there first. As long as we never step in the bottom row of our little chamber, we should be okay. Well, that's a problem, isn't it? No, I guess we can do that. Okay, we lower it again. Okay, and now we're low enough. And now we can do that. And it's okay because now we just wait for you to be there so that we can do that. Not on this timing though, because that's gonna get us killed because of the spikes. Of course it is. Are you ever gonna go there when it's not on spikes though? And I can't go down. And also going down is getting this guy out. Okay, well. Can we do anything here? I don't think so. Because of the way this pattern works. Okay. So at this point, let's disrupt you at a different point in the cycle, maybe? No, we don't want to do this yet. Because now I need to get over to this side of the room while you're in here. I can only do that a few times. Can't step down. I do that. What's your turn order? Of course you're first. Why wouldn't you be first? If you weren't first in this situation, I could stun you with this guy on this move. And that would... that would maybe help me. Alright, so... I'm surprised I didn't hear people complaining about this room in chat. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I feel like... everything that I'm doing... Okay, can I use the rattlesnake to get both of you through? That might be a lot easier than using the adder. Okay, I've got you in the same row. Of course, now you got your staff in the way. And I also screwed up. Okay, I can do that as long as I don't do any downward moves at this point, which... I can do downward moves, actually. I just have to, again... get all the way over here first. Okay, good. So with that, it doesn't matter what you do now. I can do this. Okay, I think I've got it. Like, I had the solution for this room figured out like 20 minutes ago. And I don't enjoy that part of DROD sometimes. Oh. Okay, that's fine. We'll do... that's good enough, actually. Well, except that we need to kill the rattlesnake now. Okay. Same trick as before. Who is first? You're first. Okay, that's fine, because then we just easily do this. We need you to switch positions at the top. That's okay. There we go. Actually. Okay, yeah, we're all over as far as we can go. Okay. You shrunk once. You should now automatically kill yourself eventually. Unless there's going to be another aspect to this. I guess I can control this to some extent. Not really. Oh, that was a headache. Hey Arky, next time you could do with only a single yellow door and less floor spikes to keep me busy. I guess. I guess. Okay, the snakes will never touch the floor spikes by themselves. This was true. 2 mimics might assist the Delver, but there are 3 snakes, also true. However, the fact that you basically couldn't do anything to the adder makes that less true than it seems like it should have been, because you can't use a single mimic to deal with the adder, which means that really that didn't matter. In addition, the mimics are helpless without a proper weapon. That is definitely true. If we gave them a sword instead of a staff, this would have been a lot easier. Well, it would have been almost trivial in that case. Once a mimic goes into a snake box, it is impossible to reach another box. That is false. The yellow doors are useless to trap the snakes, and they can only be closed after leaving the snake box. Second part is true, you have to leave a snake box in order to close the doors. As far as useless, this one was useless. This one... yeah, these floor spikes not being here would have been nice. Just because this one... I just messed up my manipulation a little bit a few times. But yeah, this one is... actually is necessary to trap the adder so it can shrink on itself. That's how it changes its parity. And then eventually it did work itself out. Well, I have a solution. I solved the room. And that was Green Coffin of Death. Definitely the most work out of any of the entries I've played so far. Alright, so from there, we will go on to probably something that's a little bit more pleasant in the next part. I will see you then.